Alright guys, another Platinum AI lock-in video. This one's going to be Gateguard. Now the big thing with Gateguard is you kind of need a unit to assist you on wave 2-3. So you might not be able to always make this start work if you do not have specified units to support your role. Let's do Gateguard. Now this is actually a great scenario where we have good specified units to support our role. I'm seeing Gateguard, we got Mask Spirit, we got Wild Shroom. We also got Serpent. What I think I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to keep Mask because I know a start with Mask to hold. You could also go Gateguard 4 Worker into Serpent on 2. It's an option, not one I'd usually use. Mudman is a good tank, Yuzora is a good tank, and I need magic damage in Firelord. These all work. What we can do now, though, is I'm going to drop the Gateguard back a little ways. We're going to push. I don't know if this will hold. This will hold a 40 cent on 2. Should hold a 40 cent on 2. If not, it's a small leak. We'll roll in to make that chance. Snail? No 20 cent. Ooh, okay. This is going to get a little sketchy then. So, no 20 cent. We might leak next. But we should be able to hold. Should be able to hold. Thank you for the raid, my man. Professor. We should be able to hold here, though. On 2 to a 40 cent. If they send me a DT, it's actually going to be a little bit sketchier. What you do though is you build 2 masks up front, and you should be okay. Oh, because we are not on. Ooh, we might leak now. Because we're not. Oh no, we're good. We're good. My math was wrong. I was going to say because we're not on greed, I thought we were going to leak, but no, we should be fine. What we'll do is we'll build like this. This should hold. I'm going to send a snail into my guy because he's Green Devil. Green Devil can leak. 20 cent here. We're not going to push because we're already 5 worker. We're already 5 worker here, so we don't push off this 20 cent. We should hold this, no problem. The masks are by far probably one of the best units for this style of setup. What we can do next, though, is we're going to probably drop down a Wild Shroom right next to our Gateguard. We also have the option of going potentially a upgraded mask up front. Kind of depends on what we're thinking. He holds, which is fine. I'm going to start looking at going on 4 now. Double Garl, I should say. Looks a little bit sketchy. 4. We hold for our teammate, only leaking small. What did my teammate have? That's not necessarily the best build by the bot there, but it's enough to hold. Because if I up this, what do I get? 45, not enough to really do anything I like. So I'm going to go another Wild Shroom. I should say the first Wild Shroom. In a position here. The idea is now Wild Shroom should tank the split. Our Gateguard should tank the left-hand side, along with potentially Mask Spirit. We'll see kind of what happens. We get a 40 cent here. Dragon Turtle here. Should be a normal, easy situation. We are getting closer to a leak than I'd like to admit. We'll probably send a Fiend. Fiend looks good against him. It stops all his magic damage, really. I mean, it's a pretty good DPS against the Green Devils. What we'll do is I'll up this guy. We'll hold here. And the question is, do they resend again? I don't think so. We're at 6 worker. I'm pretty good here. 15 undervalue, but we've got a False Maiden. That's all you need, right? False Maiden in a dream. The hope is that if they don't send here, I can potentially get like a Wild Shroom upgraded. If I can get the Wild Shroom upgraded, I'm really, really good then on the next couple waves. 40 resend. We're going to push a worker, and then we'll go for the False Maiden up, I guess. Consort means I won't leak him. That does mean, though, I probably go for, like, a wave. Probably go for a wave 6 attempt. I think wave 6 could be the answer for us. We'll get the False Maiden here next, though, and the False Maiden should be fine. We are going to get him small, I guess, actually. Bad placement. If the Consort was in the split in this situation, I think he holds. What we can do now, though, is, since this leak happened, we probably get an extra Dragon Turtle out. I think the Dragon Turtle out would be pretty darn solid. Gives us a little bit more gold to play with. I think that'd be an extra baby mask along with the upgraded mask. Long wave, we might need to drop that extra baby down. The problem is right now, though, is my split is going to be on an cause the boss to go right, which we don't want. Very, very long wave. This is a very long wave. Not really beneficial for us in this situation. We also have the option of dropping a Mudman down. Now, the Mudman would be pretty nice, because then I don't have to worry about upgrading my False Maiden this coming wave. Because the problem I have with upgrading False Maiden on 5 is then I have False Maiden tantruming on 6 into 8, which I'd almost rather have the False Maiden tantruming on 7 and 9. Do I get an extra Dragon Turtle out? I do. Does it send? Yes, it does. It's not ideal having the boss do this weird wraparound loop, but I think I'm okay. I didn't harden. Maybe I should have. We'll see here. Oh, Dragon Turtle's getting targeted early, which is actually perfect for us. Looks like double Consort here. Should hold. Should hold very close, though. Do we kill boss is now the question. Looks like it. Pretty easy. Okay, 32% leak. Actually, more like a 20-some% leak because the Consort gets the kill at the end here. We're going to probably send another Dragon Turtle here, just because I think it's beneficial to try to get as much value out of these early waves as you possibly can, especially versus an AI that's leaking often. We're also getting income sent, so you might want to try to match and scale. I think my composition is going to be better. So we can go up one here. We could theoretically push a worker. I don't have enough, though, to do it. I think I'm going to snail. I'm going to snail. The possibility that the snail causes the consorts to not aggro the DT would be almost perfect. But they aggro DT, sad. Though the consorts are like right up in front, they might get aggroed sooner than later. A king up here. We push 2, 3 off this. We're really good next now. What are we looking at? 140. We're looking really good next. I might push another 1 or 2 even, depending on the leak here we see out of my guy. Actually, massive leak, 50% in mine. Again, the build is what's killing this guy. If the double consorts were in the left-hand side or right-hand side for that matter, this would hold a lot better for him. The AI, though, just likes to build like poo-poo sometimes. Yellow allegedly has a bunch of workers, but it's not going to matter if he keeps leaking all these waves early. We're going to send full here just because, value and all that jazz. Now, what I might do here is we can sell this one in the split and get a Wildstrom upgraded. Though I don't know if that's really necessary. What I might just do is drop down the Mudman. Mudman should be enough for this wave to really tank for us. And it's also good, obviously, on 9, 10, 11. Right? Or 9 and 11, I should say. More than anything. We're going to send another Dragon Turtle. If we can get one of those Dragon Turtles to attack the consorts, they literally have no damage on this wave. Their damage is nigh 0. We're going to push 1, if not 2 here. 2 is going to be a little pushing it because we're starting to look now kind of weak on 8. But we're going to be at 173, 175. What are we looking at? 177, 178, 176, 178, 9, excuse me. We need 1 more gold. So if I don't get it out of these units leaking, I'm going to send just a snail. And then send on 9 pretty heavy. I think 9's my next big play. He looks, though, to be leaking to me. Consort does not do enough here. That should be 180 easily. We'll get the Wild Shroom upgraded here. The Wild Shroom's going to help us both tank for this wave and also a decent damage dealer on 9 and 10. Impact damage, but it's still good damage nonetheless. We'll be at 181, perfect. You can click check 180 for the canopy. If you're ever curious, you can always just hover over and check to see what the upgrades are. That's perfect. This guy not tantruming. He shouldn't take too much aggro. Shouldn't. It's kind of tough to say, though. He shouldn't take too much aggro. A good question, quick from Ains. Quick swapping in Sandbox. You press Shift and B at the same time. And this is platinum level bots. So they aren't too difficult, but they do have some skill. Alright, now let's see. Does our mask take too much aggro? The question that needs answers. There's going to be 1 more to kill. Mask looks like it takes just enough aggro. 77 HP, getting real close, but then it just randomly dies because of the lizard. Feels bad, man. We will leak small here. Looks like, but not too bad. Can a Pia stay alive? Close, but no cigar. We're going to push here. For all the new players in chat and on the video, Diamond AI has like 50 income, I think, on wave 1, so it's definitely much harder to beat them. But the AI does not cheat. It doesn't know what you're building. It just more or less that it predicts more frequently because of how the AI works. At least that's how I look at it. I'm going to send double imps, I think. I think I'll send double imps. I don't know if this is necessarily the play, but it's a fun play. I'm going to try to make it. We're going to be 40 over here, but I really need to get a Harbinger out, I think, for next wave. Now, the question is, do we want to try to do the Creditor cheese again? It didn't work too well for us last time. But it looks like our bot's just really behind again. I don't think I can do it. I need my bot to be on relatively good value if I want any chance at getting Creditor out with a cheese. But I just look, yeah, my bot hasn't been sent in a while and gets a 340 send here. Yeah, that's going to be a little tough for any bot to beat. I got a Hermit again. So we're good. To push a couple more. Question is, it's 275 for the Fire Lord. Do we want to get a Fire Lord here? Not sure. I leaked my guy extremely hard. Brute's pretty good. 78%. His guy leaks 92. My guy leaks 92%, I should say. Mostly because of that right here. The 4 Eyes gives it a very high percentile. So, I understand why he leaked that much. I'm not worried about it. Okay, the 4 Eyes targeting the Wild Shroom is like the literal best case scenario we can have. The question is, do I get another spawn out from the Gateguard? It looks like it. Yeah, we easy clear for my teammate. We're going to send imps again. I'm going to upgrade this guy here. And what I might try to do is go Creditor cheese, but I don't know if I'm going to try to cheese full cred. I don't have much for pierce damage, so what do we get here? Gates? Nightmare? Nightmare can be okay in this situation. I think Gates, though, are probably our play. We drop Fire Lord. I don't like Fire Lord in this role very much. Mostly because it's just Fire Lord, and I'm just not a huge fan of them right now. Warden 40 resend. We'll probably leak small, but we should kill all the sends pretty easily because we've got a Hellraiser just popping away at him. Hellraiser and a couple masks, right? That's enough damage to kill any send pretty easily. On boss wave, like 10. It's going to be down pretty darn close. I get my bot to leak really hard again. I'll get him to leak again here. Just by dragon turtling. My teammate holds, which is huge. I don't know if he'll actually clear for me. It looks like it. He'll clear for me pretty easily. So we're looking pretty darn good here. I think we credit our cheese. I think we credit our cheese for the sole reason that I feel like I'm really far ahead. And even if I don't full credit her, I can still get some value out of it, right? Value is the name of the game. So we're going to go above value here. So we're actually over value on this wave now, which I don't think is actually a good idea. We should probably try to stay good for next. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go like this. So we're still above value. Makes us a little bit better on 12 though, and I think 12 is going to be the wave we need to worry about the most. I'll have Gates and Yozora for 13 if need be. We are on value. I'm going to try to stay on value with the creditor cheese this time instead of going so hard into the push on it. I think that's what killed us last time more than anything. I put too much into creditor and wasn't holding full enough for my teammate. Though, with my teammate having lost chieftains and wargs, I mean, he's pretty good. We got 107 gold there. That's pretty darn nice for us. My AI just... I don't even know what to think about it. It's just consort spams, man. Which does fall off relatively soon here. I think it might even leak again. Yeah. The bot I'm sending into. Leaking again. Not much. I don't even actually know if this does leak, but it's pretty close. Yeah, it's a small leak. Again. I think I just go Hermit. The consorts deal so much sporadic damage across all the wave. Hermit might be my play. Again, now we're going to have 817 gold for next wave. How do I want to play this? Let's see what our value is like. We're going to be 535 under. We last got sent on 12, so we can expect to send here, right? We can expect to send a sizable portion, I had to say. I think this is fine. Double Golem gives us pretty good tanks on this wave. Soulgate preps more or less for 13. And I've still got 300 gold to shift. What's my bot doing? Bot's 130 under, but again, he's got Lionesses and Alphas, right? Like, he's pretty good here. For all things considered, my bot's pretty good here. I got a 0 send, perfect. I'm at 420, nice. And then I'm looking at, oh, my AI randomly drops a single honey flower and drops a bunch more buzzes. I think he'll hold just sheerly off the buzz clearing power alone. But it's going to be close. I think he'll probably just leak small again. I think I'll go 14. This is king damage. It's something for the wave, right? A small leak out of both of them is not necessarily bad for us, especially when they've long saved us twice. This value is pretty nice. And what we can do now is I'm just going to send again. Why not, right? I've got the ability to with my my worker push and value for the next wave. I should be able to pretty easily just send again. Now let's see what my value is like on this wave. I'm 650 under. So we'll get a king, excuse me, a Hellgate upped. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a Yozora here. What's my teammate looking like? 535 under. So what I'm thinking now is I have to kind of protect my teammate here. As dumb as that sounds, right? I got to kind of make sure we don't die here. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably drop a Yozora. I don't know if I upgrade it all the way, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for next wave league potential. I'm going to keep I'm going to be 175 over, and now I'm also looking at another 80 some gold here, 61. I think it was worth me building full more here, right? Like, you look at this send. This is a pretty sizable send into me, 600. That's where Creditor comes in handy, though. I got an extra, how much gold? 227 extra gold. And it allowed me to push a lot harder into actually building here. And gave me a pretty good opportunity to hold this. And I hold with flying colors. My teammate's going to leak small. But this is a good example of overbuilding, or building, I should say, full, to support your teammate and hold for him, being a decent idea. I knew we were about to get a big send on both of us. I'm going to overbuild to make sure I can get as much value as I possibly can from holding and hitting the wave. Hitting the king, I should say. What I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to just safety mole. We're 260 over. I'm just going to push really hard. I don't see a reason to build here. I've got units that are going to give me some good damage dealers on this wave. The next big wave I have to worry about is honestly 15, which I can Yazora upgraded. Yazora upgraded and or Soulgate, and I'm looking pretty solid. I'm also going to Hermit along with the Mole, because you notice he's got a lot of units that deal area of effect now, and also a lot of units that do spell damage when they kind of spam. Good question in chat. Is building workers on wave 14 worth it for me? Depends on the game state. Like in this situation, since they just sent me a bunch and I just pushed a bunch, no. I'm actually probably going to full build here and go for like a build that's going to help me sustain 16 as much as I possibly can. They might take quite a bit of damage here. It depends on what my AI bot does in terms of leaking his guy. I get a 92% leak onto mine. Wow, he put... That's interesting. I've never seen a bot put Protector on Deep Coilers. That's actually not a terrible idea. Deep Coilers are not a bad target for Protector because they're going to be kind of backline, right? Not great, but not terrible. I think we go 16 now. I don't like 16 for the sole reason my dude has Flower, but if you look at the yellow bots, the yellow lane, like he's got nothing else to help him on 16. If I can kill those flowers, there's nothing there. So I'm going to kind of take a classic build approach to this, right? Like I'm building similar to how I would in classic. I'm going to overbuild here and build gates, so now I'm stronger next wave on 16. Gates are pretty darn nice for 16, that is. At least if you can get enough value to spawn them. And then what I could do is when they inevitably send me on 16, I can just push really hard. I'm in the lead in this game. I don't need to throw the lead away, right? That's the only thing I'm looking at. I'm in the lead. I don't need to throw the lead away. If I continue to sustain and hold the lead, I'll be in a better position overall. I'm 200 over. My mate's pretty bad on this wave anyway. So they don't go here. They go next. Even though my AI just spammed a bunch of canopies. This is for a video feed. This is for part of our Lockin series that I've been posting on YouTube. So you'll see he gets a boar. Still nothing that really scares you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pack leader, hermit, mole, right? Stop the boar's ability to splash damage as much. Stop the honeyflower's ability to get AoE. And what we're going to do is we're probably just going to brute double here. Just because, you know, brute. We're going to upgrade a Arctear to Yazora to Arctear, excuse me. We're going to look at what we got. And I'm also going to add just a bigger unit to the split. I kind of want, at this point, split to sustain a little longer. I'm also going to kill the mask in the back. I don't want the mask in the back to cause my Hellgates to die. That would be a not good idea. I'm also thinking I'm just going to up and go Drake because I kind of want some good magic damage that's backline to kill the consorts as well as the honeyflowers. Just going to get a lizard in time, so that's fine. 600 send, I should hold this no problem. This is a good example of why I shifted though and tried to save as much as I possibly could on 14 because I knew 16 a lot of my units were kind of weak. And I'm still actually pretty weak on this wave. Gates are good on 16 and also bad at the same time. They're kind of a paradoxy unit. They're bad because they quite literally don't do very much damage in their tank form, but their tanks do quite a bit. I said do, didn't I? I get a pretty good leak out of yellow, and my teammate gets a pretty good leak out of cyan. So that's pretty good. We do hold, and because we hold, I'm just going to push extremely hard here. There's no reason for me to save. My teammate leaks small. That's no big deal. I don't think we kill King here. Not with full King spell, but we'll see. It depends on what the spell is, evidently. That's usually how it works, right? Spell depends on... What spell it is depends on how much you'll be able to kill him. And I think we probably just go 18 now. I didn't cover his leak, but that's fine. You'll notice I'm at 52 workers now. I can just kind of push as freely as I want to. My recommended value for 17 is literally going to be 400 under what I have for value. So I'm going to put a single gate and I'm going to push the rest. I'm going for the kill shot 18. Even if my teammate leaks here, it's fine. This bot has not watched my warg videos, evidently. Doesn't know that, you know, this is not optimal warg placement. But what are you going to do? Well, bots will be bots. I will say it's kind of impressive how they were able to get so many wargs in here with all the lioness buffing, etc. It's kind of funny. This bot's basically running Forsaken, though. Now, the problem I have with the bot setting a 4 eyes is you'll notice that 2 of the coilers are immediately going to just smoke the 4 eyes. Again, this is why good placement of your deep coilers can be extremely beneficial in the long run. A resend here, I'm still pretty strong here. Like I don't really leak at all, ever on this wave with how much value I have. My teammate's not going to leak. This looks more or less like the bot's panicking and seeing that we're probably going to kill him next wave and going for something to try to sustain. We're going to do a Kraken. Do we do double Kraken? We can do double Kraken, sure. So if we see if we can get triple Kraken out. Long wave, the leak here. I don't think they die, but it actually puts them a lot closer. If I had to send here with my bot, we win. Guaranteed. Yeah, this will be actually a lot closer than I think I realized it was going to be to a death for them. We don't get the third Kraken in income. The question is, do we Shaman still? No, we're going to go third Kraken. We're going to Crack-a-lack it. Mostly because why not, right? Alright, a bunch of questions coming in chat here. In ranked, are we using one faction or is it random from all factions? So it's all random. You use Mastermind in ranked. Mastermind is all random units. Pseudo-random units. Does Grarl solo hold 2? Grarl will solo hold 2 if you do not get a send. If you get a snail, it will leak like 40%. If you get a dragon turtle, it will leak a lot more. So keep that in mind. Alright, let's see what they get here. Well, I sent my guy a minor 1500 send. See, the triple Kraken just doing absolute work up front. Nothing's taking damage. All the Krakens are just crack-a-lacking. I get another resend here. I'm holding. No problem. Pushing another 2 workers. And that's game. There's no way the right side AI gets even close enough. With I would say what I would say is pretty good units. But there's just no way they're going to get enough value out of this to hold. A Mastermind is the only option in ranked every season, correct. At one point, Legions were available as an option. The issue is it creates a situation where everyone can just do the exact same thing every time, and everyone knows exactly what they need to send, what they don't need to send, and it kind of just creates a stale game. But that's kind of it. That was the game we started off with. I don't even remember at this point. Gateguard? Yep, Gateguard. And that's how we won the game. The biggest thing is you need an answer for Gateguard, right? You need a unit that you can place on 2 to help you hold. A Warg, Infiltrator, something of the sort. Even a Steed. Steed works really well. And you need something to help those units out. Once you start getting rolling, though, Gateguard's a pretty strong unit on 7 if you need a Gateguard. Like 7, 5, 6, 7. Gateguard's also really strong, upgraded into, I can't remember the name of its upgraded form. But anyway, upgraded, it's pretty strong. And then after a while, you just kind of need to make sure you transition your build for like wave 7 and 8. Transition your build for post 11. We ended up getting pretty lucky here and being able to cheese Creditor pretty well and get quite a bit of extra gold. Hold a really big send on 13. Hold for our mate, and it was just off to the races there. You'll notice that I had 34 workers after wave. I went from 16, which is below everyone, to 34 just because Creditor and them long saving, it gave me a ton of value. I was able to destroy my guy on 14, considerably destroy him again on 16, and the game was over at that point. We had too much value. I was able to push really hard. Pretty easy. I hope you guys find this video educational. If you guys did, feel free to drop a like on the video as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to continue to pump out videos like this as we go forward. Hope to see you guys next time. Peace.